Scrutinized is the latest released title from Reflect Studios, known for the Welcome to the Game series. It's a horror game of sorts where you are asked to solve crimes using the various resources on your computer, like reviewing text messages and police reports. However, while you are at the computer solving mysteries, you need to keep two evildoers at bay. Both of these men will attempt to break into your home while you work and will force you to juggle, paying close attention to the crime reports as well as the windows, lights, and security cameras in your home. In this video, we will cover all the basics you will need to get started in Scrutinized. First, let's cover the core gameplay, solving crimes. You will sit at your computer and have some desktop icons along with information in a top UI bar. Here is the number of bad reports you can file before it is game over. This is the number of cases you must complete to end the night early. If you do not reach this minimum report number, the night will end promptly at 4 a.m. on the in-game clock. Here is the number of reports you need to complete before the day is over, or you will lose. Once these reports are done, extra reports can be submitted for currency that is used for upgrades. If you don't feel confident finishing more cases, you can simply wait out the night once the required reports are done. Keep an eye on the clock here, as again at 4 a.m. you will be forced until the next day. To simulate real life, your internet connection will randomly go out and is represented by a green or red status in the top left corner here. To restore internet, you must travel to the back left bedroom closet and reset the router. Suspicious person reports will come in through the report desk. You can either shred them if you feel a report does not have sufficient evidence or is a false claim against an innocent individual. You can also fax them to law enforcement once you have collected proper evidence against the person and you believe them to be guilty. To open the report, simply drag it to your desktop. The report itself is an account of the suspicious person and activity, and it is up to you to decide on its merit. Any information here can be faulty, so be thorough in your investigation. Social Spy allows you to dig into a person's social media through either their name or an alias. This can be useful for double checking details like height, weight, and hair color. Debit DB allows you to search a person's recent purchases to look for any suspicious activity. DMV DB searches for identification that can be dropped into the ID slot on the report. The ID is necessary if you're going to submit someone as guilty. Hot tip: closing DMV DB and reopening it from the desktop will clear the fields you had entered so you can re-enter data easier. SimDB searches for an IMEI code on someone's phone by their full name. Once located, the IMEI code can be entered into the rootkit to unlock their phone and view text messages, search history, and saved pictures. The hack segment requires you to move a slider until you hear a click to unlock it. If the timer runs out, you will get an error and be locked out of using the rootkit for quite some time. Records searches a full name in the police database for any police reports that might be listed. SecCams opens the security cameras placed outside your house to look for one of the two killers trying to enter your home. Lastly, upgrades are what you will spend your currency on and will either expedite one of your search functions or grant you insta-cracks for the rootkit that will bypass the slider minigame. How many insta-cracks you have on you is located right next to your currency amount here. On the later days, from about 8 and beyond, you are almost forced to use these insta-cracks, as you can get caught in the time it takes to crack a phone. Shredding a report on someone who is guilty will give you a bad report point. Likewise, submitting someone innocent as guilty will as well. Also, submitting someone as guilty who is actually guilty, but with the incorrect evidence, will still give you a bad report point. Next, let's talk about the killers that seek to end you while you are solving mysteries. Killer number 1 is named Tanner and has an eerily cheerful expression while sporting a lab coat. He is thwarted primarily using the security cameras accessed on your computer. If you spot him on camera, use the floodlight while he is in range to make him run away. Use caution though, as overusing your floodlight will cause the breakers in your home to flip and your power to go out. To fix this, you must go to the frontmost bedroom and flip the breakers to restore power. As far as I can tell, Tanner can only spawn while you are on the computer, but once spawned, he can still enter the house while you are standing up. If you hear movement in a bush or walking sounds, immediately look at the security cameras to catch Tanner. You won't actually have much time to catch him on these sound cues. The owl hooting sound and the car driving by on the street have a chance to signify Tanner is in your yard, but it doesn't always mean this is the case. If Tanner ever gets past your cameras, he will be inside your home, and you must not use the computer or he will get you when you stand up. Sometimes you'll find Tanner peeking around the corner at the end of the hallway. This means he will be hiding in the entryway closet, and if you open it, you will die. At the making of this video, you can simply ignore Tanner if he's in the entryway closet. You can still find him on the security cameras, which will reset his state to outside your home. He will also randomly jump scare you on the security cameras, which seems to reset his respawn timer. The second threat to your safety is a man who is looking for victims to kidnap. He's less brazen than Tanner and will only enter through windows where the light in that room is off. To keep him at bay, you will need to ensure that all lights stay on at all times. If a room is dark for too long, the kidnapper will come to the window from the outside and unlock it to enter your home. Before ending each night, be sure to check that all lights are on, as if a light is off when you go to bed, he will kidnap you in your sleep. Periodically, you will need to check the back rooms for their lights as well as their windows being closed and locked. Occasionally, you will find him outside your window and scare him off. And if a light is in the main part of the house and goes out, you will be able to hear it from the computer, so pay attention to these sound cues. And that should do it for Scrutinized. This game is a lot of fun. If you like solving cases, there is a detective mode that removes the threats to your safety, but overall is a lot of fun to play once you know how it works. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy Scrutinized and you're able to get through the night, and I will see you in the next one.